Hi, this is Pax again. I'm going to be taking off the bumper of a Civic Si or Ep3. I'm going to start with using a medium tip screwdriver, prying out the press fit connector here. All you need to do is insert the medium tip screwdriver into a little notch. Just give it a small pry up and the body will come out, and then you can take out the outer rim. You need to take out the 4 press fit connectors above the radiator cap there. You don't need to take out the ones lower than the radiator cap because those are holding on the grill. So that's not necessary to take those out yet unless you want to debadge the car. Now what we're going to do is loosen these Phillips head screws that are with the screwdriver that are on the corner of the bumper. This is attaching the bumper to the fender. Once these are loose, we're going to go underneath the car. I'm going to show you here, there's some more press fit connectors under here as well. Once these are taken out, we need to unscrew 2 screws that are also down here. Now sometimes they'll break just like that. Now when they break, it's okay, you can still get them out. What happens though is you'll have to make a trip to the Honda dealership and get them. They're relatively inexpensive. I can imagine them being more than like $1 or so each. So yeah, you can still get them out. See, that one broke there. And yeah, as long as you're careful and you take your time, you won't break them. Of course that goes for everything, it's just inevitable. So what we're going to do here is we're unscrewing one of the screws here that is holding the plastic shrouding underneath the bumper. And here we are taking it out. And you'll see later on why this is important to have the screws in there. Now what we're going to do is disassemble the markers, and there is a wire harness in here, so you have to disconnect them. So basically pry outward on the corner of the fenders, and it takes some tugging, so I'm not going to talk anymore so you can hear. There, now once the bumper is removed, this is what the car looks like. You can go ahead and run, your cold air intake or disassemble the headlights. So if you want to paint them, you can do that now as well. Here on the back, the SI badge has got 3 little press fit connectors, so you can take that out. And then there's 4 screws underneath here, Phillips head, that if you want to take the grill out and exchange it out for something different, you can as well. And of course there's those press fit connectors that were in the right below the radiator cap. Now we're going to go back together with the bumper and show you how it goes back together. Now there's a trick to this too. You want to align the bumper evenly. Then you're going to start from the middle and work your way out towards the headlights, because it kind of snaps into place. Now I'm going to stop talking and show you how the corner fits nice and snug. There's a little trick to doing it as well. See, it doesn't go in properly, so you have to do is pop it out and then watch.
I'm going to line it up, drop these suckers in behind. There. Perfect.
Cool. Here we're going to show you the difference in the press fit connectors. The smaller ones go on the top above the radiator cap, and the larger ones go up underneath the vehicle. Basically just slide the outer rim part of the press and fit connector and then slide in the body. Just very simple. Once all 4 of these are done, we're going to start on the corner of the bumper and insert the screws back into the fender. You want to make sure the plastic shroud is nice and tucked into the bumper. You don't want it to hang out because wind can catch it. It'll rub against the tire and that would be a bad thing. So what we want to do is make sure this plastic shroud is nice and snug. And here's the important part where this piece, if it's not screwed down with that small round screw, it's going to flap in the wind. So So here's the corner kind of rubber piece that's on the blower bumper. Using the press fit connector, insert it into the bumper and viola. Now all in all, it probably only took us about maybe 10 minutes to fully disassemble the bumper from the vehicle. So on average, if you're doing an install on a time basis, give yourself about a good half an hour to take it off and put it back on. And then here's a hole that you stick your finger in to make sure that plastic shroud, all three pieces are lined up evenly. So you can hold it down and then screw in the screw to tighten everything evenly, because there is three pieces in there, those plastic shrouds. Now to assemble the side markers, basically connect the wire harness and snap it back into place. It is a urethane bumper, so you can give it a little bit of a push there. It's not going to hurt the bumper to bend it into, but you don't want to bend it in too much, because then of course it'll warp the bumper, but you'll have to be pressing really hard to do that. And putting the screw into the fender here. Of course, tucking that plastic shroud underneath the bumper, very important. Final press fit connector for the corner. Then of course remember to put in that small little Phillips screw, that way it'll hold the plastic shroud. Put in the final press fit connectors in the middle, up underneath. And we're pretty much done at this point. And of course, once we move to the side of the car, we're going to connect the final side marker back up. And that's pretty much it.